What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're in my wife's Audi. We're gonna go get her some tint because this thing is like a freaking fish tank. It's really see-through, and there's gonna be, I guess, the first mod for this car. Not really a mod, more of a necessity here in Texas because it gets real hot, and lately it's been getting real hot. So yeah, I thought I'd just go get her some tint just so she won't be burning through the damn windows, because it's pretty hot. It's getting pretty hot. Damn, she drives freaking crazy close. Hold on, let me fix my seat a little bit. Oh yeah. We're gonna be taking it to one of my friends that he actually does this. He has his own shop to do this. I worked with him for a while, but then I just ended up trying to do my own thing and do pressure washing, so I got out. But I'm gonna be taking the car to him. Possibly, if I can, I'll try to get the tint myself to try to do it myself. But I don't know. I'd rather just him do it so he can get it over with. But if it comes down to it, I'll probably end up doing it myself. It just matters if it's a lot of people there or whatever, and I don't want to take his time. Probably just end up doing it myself. But I'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys. Alright, so homeboy was pretty busy, so I just went ahead and bought a roll from him and a couple of other tint, like just portions of the tint, so I can do it myself here at the house in a little bit. Yeah, I didn't want to take his time either because he had plenty of the cars in the way, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that to him and make him fucking pretty much hurry just to get to mine or something. So I just went ahead and got my own tint. So I'll be doing now, I guess, a tutorial on how to do it. I do know how to make it. I just take longer to do it than like he does. That was the only thing that I was like, well, if I can get it done right away, will be better, because I know how to do it, but it just takes a while. Like, I take a little longer than he does. But oh well, I'll go ahead and do it myself. I'll probably not film the whole thing. Well, I mean, I'll probably film the whole thing, but I'll probably speed it up just so you won't have to see the whole freaking like an hour or 2 hours or so, like me putting tint on it. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I kind of started without even started to show you, but all you basically need is a sprayer, something like this that you can get like at Home Depot or anything like that. You need a little bit of soap, like dish soap, some water, that's what you put into that. You need stainless steel like blade. Let me see if I can find it. Get those on film just because I messed up twice already in this window exactly right here, the one that I started on. And then and just to not keep messing up and try to get my rhythm back, because I haven't done this in a long time, I decided to just go ahead and do them, get a little bit more practice in, and then do the last one. Well, I still gotta do the main one, the rear, and then the two corners in the back. But yeah, I started doing the front real quick. It's not too complicated to do the tint or anything. The only thing that's complicated about it is cutting it to fit properly in there. And then like this car, I didn't realize that the seals were a little tight, so that's why I kept on messing up in the first. At first, I kept messing up there because the seals were tight, and every time I would try to go inside the seals, it would cut the film, and I would end up having to redo the whole thing. But now I already got them. I got the two front, the one rear. Like I said, this one's already cut. I was gonna show y'all how to cut it, but I just went ahead and cut two at once, so this one ended up being cut already. If anything, I'll just show y'all through this little back windows and that rear one back here. But yeah, this is so far as far as I got into do. You're gonna need a squeegee, whatever, a little card thing. This one kind of sucks. This one's actually not that good, but and a corner. This is a side of a squeegee and the corner, but I just only use the corner one because this one kind of rips the film. So I try not to use this side, just the actual squeegee. This one sucks because it's like a very hard plastic, and it doesn't get it fully. This one's just mainly used whenever you're heating it, to take out the things without scratching the film. But this one's just, it sucks. Like I said, I mean, I gotta get a better one, but that's what I got from eBay. You got the whole kit. This whole kit costs I think like $15 to get from eBay. Except this one, I ordered this one separately for like $35. But yeah. Go ahead, water and soap. Spray it on there. You can get one of those sprayers at Home Depot, Walmart, wherever. And all you gotta do is put some dish soap on that. You're gonna need a heat gun. This one I got it from Harbor Freight. It's like $15 or so, but it works really good for doing this. As long as it gets warm. You don't put the heat gun too close, or not too close, but I mean, like you don't leave it there for long. Just as long as, when you will be able to tell whenever like the film is heated, because it starts getting like this wrinkles on it. That's whenever you know to take it out of it. And then go ahead and separate it with this little card thing. You don't want to do this with the squeegee because the squeegee is going to be too dry and it's going to end up cutting the film. Whenever you're heating, you only gotta heat with the paper facing down. A roll comes already pre-rolled properly, so you know how to use it. As you're cutting it, the top is gonna be like your bottom pretty much. So you always want to cut heat down, not up, because if you heat it the wrong way, the paper will shrink also, and that would also give you some problems. But if you end up doing it like I'm saying, like just follow the way that the roll is. Whenever the roll is facing up and you're cutting it that way, that's always your bottom part. So you gotta heat it down. You gotta heat it down. Don't ever go sideways, because if you go sideways, you're gonna mess up the film. The film is not meant to go sideways or upwards. It's just downward. Just downward. And if you're gonna do the top, because a lot of people do also the top, so they can get like all of the wrinkles and everything out of it, but I mean, you don't necessarily need to. The way I was taught, that's not something you need to do. It's just if you really want to and you really want to be extra delicate with it, you do that, but you really don't need to. The heat here. You're going to want to leave like an 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch showing of the actual window, just so all the water and soap can come out of there. And whenever you're gonna actually stick it on, like right now, the whole reason you do that is so the seal off the car won't peel it if you leave it like right at the edge. You leave it right at the edge, no window is perfect. They're like rounded off at the top. So every time you do that, the film can end up on sticking. So you always want to leave like an 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, depending how far you cut down. The way I was taught to is to always start at the middle, go down, and then side, 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 and then side, side, side. And from there you can roll the window up. Alright, that window is done. No bubbles in there at all. The only things you see like in the window right now is just like the dried up soap and water that I put in there. But as you can see, in all the way around the edge, there's no bubbles, there's nothing showing. So that's how it's supposed to look at the end. Like I said, guys, it's not too complicated. You just gotta get used to the whole idea of heating and then cutting it properly and not cutting it too short. Because I did plenty of mistakes that way already, that I cut it too short and I end up having to redo the whole window just because there's light showing. But yeah, right here to do this corners, I'll go ahead and get some film out. Look. So about right there, this for the corner ones. I'm going to get this cut right here. This corner ones you're not really gonna have to heat. They're too little to even try to heat, so these are pretty easy to do. They're easy, but they're also somewhat the complicated ones because there's no light showing to actually set perfect around this edge. The reason you do this is just to lock it in place. The film won't move once you pretty much squeegee it out from the outside. So that helps you out, so it won't be like really in your way. Whenever you're cutting it, it won't be like moving up and down and you get it all crooked or whatever. So that's why you're gonna do that. Since there is really not a lot of light coming out from the inside, I like to use this light. With a light in the back, you'll be able to see perfect right through it. So you'll just cut right where the heating. Oh, I think the electrician is here. Who's gonna put the light? So yes, gonna be putting up the chandelier in the kitchen, and I should be putting up the light here in the garage, the one that I've been talking about putting. Sure, I can't see the top. There we go. Go right at the edge of where all the little heat guard is at. Alright, cut all the film out. ¿Qué anda, Río? ¿Cómo anda?
Aquí. ¿Para qué va a querer más luces? Aquí tiene bien
I was showing you how to put this one on. Well, I already put it on. I totally forgot to start recording as soon as I got free time right now, and I just did it and totally forgot. So I still got the other side to do though, so I'll still show y'all how to do that, even though I'm kind of already showing y'all. I already kind of showed y'all everything of how to do it, but I'll just go. You see how you see the light through that a little bit? You see that? Okay, once you put this on, you'll be able to see that. The only thing that you're supposed to be cutting into, let me see if I can see, because I don't, is right here, all around the edge here, where you see all those little dots. Concentrate a little bit, camera, come on. You see all those little dots here in the edge? That's what you gotta follow to cut, pretty much. So you just gotta cut all that edge, just so you can be able to put it through the inside. Because if you don't cut through that, you're not gonna be able to cut through the inside. I mean, not cut through the inside, I mean put it down on the inside. If you do it too big, it's gonna become too big and you won't be able to tuck it underneath el empaque, whatever, the seal. You're not gonna be able to do that through there. So you want to make sure you cut it at the perfect, at that little line right before the dots. That's the shape of it. It obviously does not have to come out perfect. I mean, as long as you got like a good cut that actually covers everything, all the little bubble things, not bubble things, I don't know, they're like little dots that are in there. But as long as you cover all that, you should be all right. You shouldn't be. Dang, the camera can't even concentrate. It's so dark. It's 5%, so yeah, it's a little dark in there. For like 20% that is like up front, you can kind of see through it. But it's still a little hard. Well, the way that the car came had like no tint at all, so it was very visible through, like you saw in the morning. But not anymore. It's gonna be a little dark in there. Okay, so now that it's cut, this one you do not have to heat, just for the fact that it's so tiny. So the only thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is spray some. What is this? 20%. Don't need that. You spray it on the inside. The black film, the actual tint part, always has to be facing out, where the glue is always facing out, where like you're pretty much gonna stick it into the car. So you always want to have that side facing out. All right, it's on. I haven't squeegeed it or anything, but it fit perfect. Everything is good. Life is good. Man, where's my squeegee now? Oh, it's there. These windows can get a little bit of, like, can be a little bit of a headache, just because your tools won't be able to fit in there perfectly. Like the squeegees and all, they won't be able to fit in there perfect. They're gonna be kind of hitting the frame before you actually tuck it into the thing. So you always want to get like a corner, which is something like this, and you go ahead and press everything in the edges. But even at that, sometimes even the edges, or like the corners or whatever we call them, those are sometimes a little big also, and they get in the way of everything. I didn't finish yesterday because I tried it. I had already cut it and everything perfectly, but at the time of heating, I ended up not spraying the water on top, so it got wrinkled as soon as I tried to, I guess, take out one of the wrinkles. And I just said, alright, I'll just take care of it today, which is the next morning. Because there was no light, first of all, that I couldn't see too well either what I was doing, so I just went ahead and called it a day, and I'll just take care of it today. But yeah, I should be getting it done right now. Because right now what I just cut, like, still is nothing to do with what I need to cut. What I need to cut is those little bubble things that I showed you out the corner over there. Just so you know, in case you're doing this in a... That's what happens. That's not normal. Okay, so I don't think this is working anymore. Alright guys, so I didn't get to do the rear window. I tried. Where my heat gun stopped working. He just started making some weird noises and he just died on me. But that's what Harbor Freight gets you. No, I mean, it lasted a long time, honestly. That heat gun went through a lot of shit. It went through a lot. Because I've had it already for a couple of years. But yeah, I finally gave up, and so it's time for me to go get a new one. They're only like $15 at Harbor Freight, so honestly, probably just go pick one up throughout the week and attempt it again. And if I really can't get it, I'll just go ahead and take it to my friend. But I'll just keep y'all updated on what I do with that. But yeah, that was pretty much a basic idea on how to do window tint. It wasn't, I know it wasn't too explanatory or anything. But thank you guys for watching. Peace out.